You're listening to the Doug Stanhope Podcast.
Hello.
Good morning, Mr. Doug Stanhope.
Oh my God, this is one of those mornings like when you're like going to school where you just look, okay, I can sleep for 4 more minutes.
Yeah.
Still be able to get to my Zoom call.
And it's studies have shown that's worse than just popping up. I know you don't care about that, but I looked into it, and it's like if you just fucking get up and just wipe it out of your eyes and fucking go grab a cup of coffee, that is way better than eking out 4 more minutes where you really, I mean, I can go to
No,
sleep.
I first of all, I screwed up the math because I'm an hour earlier than I where.
You're in Los Angeles right now. We'll tell everyone that. I'm in Austin, Texas.
Yeah, so I told Bingo to wake me up at 8.
8 her time?
Well,
8 your
yeah,
time.
I don't know what I told, but she thought 8 her time, so she got me up at 7, and then by 7, like I woke up like 5 times, or yeah, between 7 and 7:30. I'm just like looking over, and then I realized my mistake, and I went, "Oh shit!" So now I can actually sleep till 8:30, and then go get breakfast, and then I'm like, "Fuck breakfast at 8:35." So I just had. I did some gay stuff with Michael Keaton in my dream, and then
Michael Keaton from Family Ties?
No.
Oh, the actor Michael Keaton.
Yeah, Batman. Yeah, evidently we did some gay stuff, and then he came back. He wanted to do it another night, and I'm like, this is weird because I didn't want to have to tell him I don't really do gay stuff, and but he brought me all sorts of gifts, and I'm like, so then I told him. But I think he took it as like a not tonight, but we'll still do gay stuff in the future. And it was really awkward. So that's what I'm just coming out of into this.
Like a pseudo gay fantasy with Michael Keaton, or a pseudo, no, it was a one night stand with Michael Keaton.
Yeah. And he wanted,
he wanted another bite of the apple, so to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, and I had to go, hey, I don't think that's going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
But then it was pretty in depth. I think Brian was keen that something had gone on between us. He was rummaging his nose in it. Anyway, I did a lot of podcasts yesterday. I did Bill Burr and then Bert Kreischer. And
you did Annie Letterman also. Annie,
yeah, that was the night before.
Okay.
And I'm going to do Corolla today and zip on right from there, right back to LAX and then to my hotel house.
Yes.
Still fucking we got to have a day count on how long it's been since.
I just got back from St. Louis. The show finished with Ghost Ride. And I realized that before we went to Hawaii, almost 4 weeks ago, I was concerned that they were going to get too much done at the house, that I couldn't get new wireless cable laid. So I was actually fretting about it. And then we got home from Hawaii and nothing been done. Now it's been 2+ weeks since then. And I haven't seen anyone on the cameras. I haven't seen anything going on up there.
Nothing.
I think what's going to happen is I'm going to leave Austin earlier than expected, and then just figure out what's happening because I can't really do a lot from the road. But if I'm home, I can start, figuring out what's going on and why we don't have people out there every fucking day.
Yeah, well, here's I won't even go. I'll tell you what's going on. I have to supposedly cash some more checks or from the insurance company. I don't know.
Should I put on my Doug Stanhope disguise and go sign some checks?
No, the point is I don't want to sign any fucking checks till they're done the work.
Yeah.
You haven't done fucking shit.
In fact, you've signed the checks for the work that's been done.
Yeah.
And a little extra because that also includes them bringing all your shit back.
So yes, supposedly the checks have been distributed, and I don't know. They were calling me yesterday during fucking podcast hours, and I I said, well, Dad, yeah, text me the stuff. Oh yeah, I'll just send all this in an email. They never fucking sent shit.
Yeah.
But they're like giving me like a fucking $120,000. Plus I've signed like the $40,000 worth of checks from the abatement. Like you can build a whole fucking new house for that.
Yeah.
As quick. That fucking the gas station got built quicker than this.
November 21st, so everyone understands, is when the house caught fire.
And today is February 8th.
Yes.
So far they've done nothing but tear out the fucking ceilings and the asbestos and just leave this fucking empty fucking cold house.
Yep.
Oh, well, yeah, we're waiting for approval. Someone's waiting for approval of something. And he goes, don't worry, you're our number one priority. I go, yeah, with this kind of fucking money, I better be.
That's hard to believe that you're the number one priority when nothing has happened. And I hope, Doug, that it turns out to be that you and I just don't understand what's going on, but I don't think that's the case. I think that just nothing's happening.
Yeah, nothing's happening, but I don't know who to yell at because there's too many people involved.
Yeah. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave early because the reason I was here is for the cold open of the comedy club, and that I think that's getting pushed back. So there's really no reason for me to hang around out here. When I got shit I can get done out there. So you'll be there, I'll be there, and maybe we can get something started. Maybe someone can lift a hammer and swing it on the property.
Yeah, I'll be back there for a day.
Yeah.
I'm coming back. I'll come down Friday and then pick up Bingo. Saturday we'll drive back up to the airport, and then we both fly to LAX for the Super Bowl. She flies back right back after the game. She's just flying out to
attend.
Yeah, be my plus one at my own Super Bowl party for just me.
Yeah, free bar too.
Then I head off to Australia. Oh,
yeah, Australia starts February 18th. I wrote down here in Brisbane.
Yep.
Tickets are available at dougstanhope.com.
Yep.
While we're doing tour dates, I'll just mention them all. February 18th starts Brisbane. March 25th and 26th is Seattle, but we added the second date because 25th has basically sold out. And then April 28th is the start of the Canadian tour, which is a shorter run, but it's mighty, and it starts in Toronto.
Yeah, it might start in Montreal. Hennigan said he might add Montreal.
All right, I'll connect with him now that I'm back on radar. So.
Be on the mailing list.
Yes, actually, yes. And people in Australia who were on the mailing list know exactly why you get on the mailing list, because they got some inside information way early on. So
I found this I was walking through Tucson Airport. It's a nice walk up to the airport. Like I went up to get a paper because I always have the New York Times on the
from your
my airport hotel. Yeah,
airport hotel in Tucson.
Yeah, to get to the gift shop, it's like a 10-minute walk each way. A good 20-minute walk. Stretch your legs in the morning, get my newspaper, get my
there's sidewalks the whole way. It's not you're not going on a highway to cross it.
Yeah, but I went up, they fucking stopped selling newspapers altogether. LAX is the same way. At least the terminal that I fly out of. No, they don't sell newspapers anymore.
Well, Doug, they also don't sell buggy whips.
Yeah, no. Point being, I walked up there, but on that other side of the terminal that we never see, Terminal A,
yeah,
they have a fucking new airline called Flair Airlines, and they just fly to like a few random cities in Canada. But I talked to a lady that had just flown. They're flying back. She said, "Yeah, we flew down on Flair Air from Fort McMurray, which is 8 hours." 8 hours north of Calgary.
Like in the Yukon.
Yeah.
That's Yukon stuff.
Yeah, she said $125 one-way nonstop.
To where?
To Tucson. They
what?
They fly nonstop to like a handful of places in Canada, at Fort McMurray would be the one I would go to. So I could book it right now. I almost booked it last night. I was so high and drunk after Kreischer's podcast.
Bertcast.
Yeah, for $184 round trip.
So you're thinking of switching the Super Bowl party to Fort McMurray?
No, this would be for when I get back from Australia. I got a couple weeks there before Seattle. I could just go up for 3 days. This would be like going up Sunday and coming back Wednesday, I think.
Maybe we can employ a local printer up at Fort, what is it, Fort Murray?
McMurray.
Fort McMurray, and we can run up there to get our merch and then go to the first date in Canada. Buy local. It's cheaper than shipping.
Yeah, she said it's good through March. I don't know if they just stopped flying here after March. Like this is
maybe it's an introductory fare with some of those airlines. They come online and they do new cities, and it's $99 round trip or whatever.
All right. See now, here's my face again. Okay. God, I just went on Newser, and Massachusetts mother accused of strangling her 3 children to death before fracturing her spine in a suicide attempt. Oh, that would suck so much. You kill your whole family and then you go to kill yourself and you just wind up paralyzed.
Yeah, why didn't she just kill herself first?
All right, see, this is why I shouldn't have my computer on while we're doing this.
Yeah, well, it has to be on. That's how we're doing this.
I know, but I shouldn't have my tabs up. I had tabs to remind me about Flair Airlines.
Yeah.
You know, Fort McMurray is going to be like fucking, Dickinson, North Dakota, where it's just all fucking oil workers and it's all fucking dude aggro testosterone with no place to go. But it could be. I was looking for a hotel with a bar in it, and all the hotels seemed pretty fucking seedy. I didn't see any Hiltons.
Wow, it is far up there, dude. It's like 2/3 from the U.S. border, 2/3 of the way up to I don't know what, the end of the world up there. I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'd find it as funny as I did last night. Last night I was cackling like a fucking hen, just about to hit complete purchase. Because they went for $184 if I changed my mind.
You could just ditch it.
Yeah, it's not like I bought first class to fucking Heathrow and then decided against Bangkok.
Well, population in 2021 was 68,000.
Yeah.
So you could actually do a gig there.
I could, but I wouldn't, because then you'd have to go through all the bullshit of getting a work visa just to do something silly, and I don't want paperwork.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's right. We're gonna have to do that again when we get to the first date.
I would tell people, hey, if there's a bunch of people in chairs and a stage, maybe I might walk up behind that microphone there, but I'm not gonna charge for tickets or anything.
Yeah. 68,000. They might even have a guitar center.
Hi, Miss Tracey.
Hi.
Come here and say hello.
Oh, you know what I didn't bring? I was gonna bring is sober me as a coward. I was gonna bring that on the road with me, and I forgot.
What is that?
Well, we were trying to get her into the Sky Club. I was like trying to use any influence because she had that long layover. And so I called Delta and I'm like, can I buy her way in? Can I do anything? I'm sure I had some story that it was my retarded daughter or something. So I couldn't, but I have all my Delta gifts. I go, just go and try to bribe your way in and give them this and this and this. And she's like, yeah, I'll definitely do it. So she had all that Delta stuff at her bedside. And then
the swag.
Yeah.
Yes. When I went back in after she left, I went in the bedroom and she had left me a note on a napkin and Sharpie, sober me as a coward, and all this stuff was left behind. So I have it up on the TV screen because it works as a reinforcer for me in the morning, just to remind me.
Oh, like an affirmation.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
not a good one.
Yeah, it's a check Monday motivation. So
Yeah.
to me as a coward.
We had a drunk Tracey the other night, drunk enough to try to book a guest on the podcast.
Oh yeah, he's happy to do it.
Oh, Jim Florentine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go out. It's not usually whether someone will do Doug's podcast, it's whether Doug wants to do it because he hates doing Zooms. So
It'll be great. Also, drunk me tried to open my Uber account again the other night. If yours doesn't work for some reason, Stanhope store at Gmail is the new email address. I just went there like, oh, you got to confirm your email address. So I hit the thing and then I went to the email and I said, hi, Doug. I'm like, oh no, I'm not Doug. So I don't know. So just so you know.
we could probably do the business stuff offline with
Okay.
passwords and stuff.
Oh yeah. Well,
Anything else you want to talk to Doug? That's it. Just a hello.
I had some funds the other night.
When's the last time we fucking podcasted? We didn't even podcast in Hawaii, did we?
No, we didn't. We did when we came back. It's been 2 weeks. We do them every 2 weeks now because of the scheduling. And we don't have a studio and we're not there. So there's a couple of reasons. But yeah, we're on a 2 weeks, every 2 weeks now.
Oh yeah, it was because we did it right before you left because all your stuff is still on the
And this one is to catch you before you end up splitting. I thought you were going to leave earlier. I was just out of it while I was in St. Louis. So this is really good because we actually have a sponsor this week, and yeah, we'll try and get them while you're gone, but we'll work on that offline. Figure out what we're going to do.
Oh yeah, I did a Manscaped.
I saw that.
Hennigan put it out.
Yeah, it was on your Instagram.
Okay, yeah.
If you don't have Doug's Instagram, get on it. Real Stanhope, because Hennigan is forcing anyone and everyone around Doug to take video for that purpose. So he's going to try and be more active in 2023.
I love trying to poach other people's sponsors.
That was fucking hilarious.
Someone else's podcast and they have the same sponsor, and I'm just yelling, "Use promo code Stanhope."
It's funny because I got that clip sent to me from our new ad rep saying like, wow, this is weird. I just signed this deal. How did this happen? I go, he doesn't know. He was trying to disrupt what was ever happening. So
no, I knew you well,
I mentioned it, but I didn't know that it was this week because I thought it was going to be another sponsor. And then that one hadn't been signed yet. So we're good.
All right.
Do you want to take a break and then and then we come back and talk about your podcast?
Yeah, let's take a break. Please hold.
Final call for boarding. Final call for boarding for the last remaining passengers.
All right, let's get back to it. I know, I wish I hadn't have told you this. I wish some of this stuff I could keep secret, but I was supposed to not say anything until they don't announce it till Friday, February 10th in 2 days. But this film festival that my movie, The Road Dog, got picked up. It's first festival it's been in, the Hollywood Real Independent Film Festival that starts it's end of February into the beginning of March. And but they announce on Friday when we'll be actually showing our movie and where. And but they announced
the full Road Dog movie.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in the festival, but we don't know what day it's showing. They announced that
At the festival, not like for major release or anything like that.
right at the festival. So but yeah, they'll announce that. And all the awards, they don't announce the best picture of the festival till after or till the 24th, but they announce all the other awards. So I won Best Actor for The Road Dog at this festival.
This is going out before Friday. You can't do that.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they tell you that, yeah, they don't announce it, but we're going to tell you because they want you to fucking do this.
Oh, they do?
I'm sure they do. They say don't use this as a press release. Let me fucking read there.
Well, now you're reading. You should have read it before you did your
No. The Road Dog people, the people that made the movie, are putting it on Twitter. So
okay.
Yeah, they want people to start a buzz.
Yeah, like a whisper campaign.
Yeah. Why would they announce winners before the thing's already?
That's true. Like everyone's going to shut up. Like someone's not going to have someone they're going to brag to.
Yeah.
I did get all those windbreakers made, if that's what you wanted them for.
Here's where in the announcement they made, announcement to filmmakers.
Yeah.
All of the more excitable award winners may spread the word personally about any awards your film may have won, but don't take the HR, the whatever.
That's the film festival name,
Acronym,
HR
yeah.
something. Yeah.
Will not be announced till our awards winners to the public press on February 10th. Anyway, so yeah, they're saying, yeah, you can go tell everyone in the world, but just don't use this as an official thing.
Yeah. Oh, don't release their release. Yeah. Well, congratulations, Doug.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun till I got here, and like everybody's in actual like major movies. Burt Kreischer, The Machine is coming out Memorial Day weekend, but he wasn't the best actor now, was he?
No.
I like to think of this as more of an individual achievement rather than a group thing.
And you got Best Director too. I mean, you didn't direct it.
Yeah.
But,
Best Director, and we're nominated for Best Picture, which they announced on the 24th. It's odd that we're up for Best Picture nominated, and so is that one that's winning all those other awards. Everything, Everywhere, All the Time.
Everything All at Once, or Everything Everywhere All at Once. Yeah.
Yeah, that's in the category. I'm like, why would they
that's major release?
Yeah, I think Hennigan guesses that they probably entered this festival long before they knew that they were going to be sweeping Golden Globes and shit.
Yeah.
So now, but that puts us a little bit probably as a long shot to win Best Picture. But
I mean, you're poised for it with Best Actor, Best Director, but that doesn't always mean that's automatically Best Picture.
Yeah, but I have never been in a movie star in a film in a festival that I haven't won Best Actor.
That is true. 100%.
Yeah,
you're batting 100 or 1,000, batting 1,000.
So I don't want to get my hopes up for Best Picture too, but either way, I think I'm going to tell them to stop putting it out there because I want to quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah.
Retire
undefeated. On top.
Yep. Yeah.
So how does that change your life, Doug? Best Actor. Wow.
Yeah, probably the same thing that doing Louis C.K.'s show did. A lot of people going, "Oh, that was a really great job," and then 0 offers.
You did get an accolade from Sir Robin Williams.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
People said good things, but it did not lead to anything.
Well, you don't know that didn't lead to this.
What?
I mean, people figured out that you could act. I mean, even though you don't think you can act, people saw that and thought, "Wow, he can act."
Yeah.
What does Michael Biehn say? Have you told him?
Yeah, he didn't. He didn't give me any. He just said, "Oh, cool." He didn't give me I was trying to bust his balls.
Yeah.
Saying, "Hey, fucking, you get my coffee now, bitch."
Yeah.
What award have you won lately? I'm Best
Actor.
What have you ever won a Best Actor? Let's look that up. I like that. I like that whole.
Oh, you're basically gonna use this award to rub it in other actors' faces.
I'm going to rub this in everybody's face. Do you think Bingo has gone one day without having to hear about this?
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
I
Maybe
call her
she'll
up and
get
tell her
into a
I'm-
project.
I call her up and tell her I'm dumping her and it's over. And then she goes, "What?" I go, "See, I'm acting again." I
Oh, God.
think that was a sketch, actually.
Okay, so Michael Biehn has won for Aliens in 1986. He was nominated for the Saturn Award. He was
Yeah,
the winner of a
nomination.
special award in 91. 2011, he got a Life Career Award.
That's
And
not best. That's not
yeah,
a
no,
best actor
and
win.
he was nominated for Best Guest Starring Performance in a Network Cable Television Series, The Walking Dead, from 2010. And this is the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films.
So he's never been a movie star that won Best Actor, not supporting,
He got
not
best
nearby
guest,
actor.
best guest star is the top thing. Well, he got best actor, but this is from the ASFFH.
I thought those were nominations.
He got winner in Life Career Award in 2011, and in 1991 he got a winner, a special award. But I don't know what that means.
Special award. Come on.
That's like soccer. Everybody
Yeah.
knows. I don't know. I'm not discounting Michael Biehn. He's great.
I am. That's
That's your job. That's not my job. I didn't win any awards. Although I thought I did my performance as a bar patron heckler number 2 was pretty solid. I even have a speaking line.
Wait, did you see this movie?
No, I was there. You had them give me a line, remember?
All right. I didn't know if that made the cut because I haven't seen this thing.
I kept bringing different hats so my yellow hair wouldn't show up in every shot.
Yeah.
And they used me 3 different times. I had 3 different hats on me.
Yeah, I was telling Bill Burr about the COVID compliance girl turned into the assistant director and had a role in the movie
Yeah.
by the end. Everyone got to wear multiple hats. You literally. So I think Bingo wants to go. Bingo wants to go to LA when we find out. We'll talk about it on Friday when they announce when they're showing this, because she wants to go accept my award for me.
Oh, that'd be interesting.
I thought Johnny Depp should dress up like that Indian lady that accepted Marlon Brando's Oscar in '72.
The Cherokee Indian
I
gal.
want Johnny Depp to dress up like Sasheen Lightfeather or whatever her fucking name.
Can't he just go as Iron Eyes Cody or something?
I don't even know where he is anymore.
Yeah. Well, I'll be around in Bisbee, so if there's I'm not. I don't know if I want to be Bingo's handler, but she probably should have one if you're in Australia.
Yeah. If you guys want to do a LA road trip.
To pick up the award would be cool.
Yeah. As the kids will be out there. I'm sure Swain will be out there. And
oh yeah.
Deanna, of course, and Hennigan will probably go.
Haj?
Yeah, I would assume.
Wait, Hennigan's not going to be in Australia?
No.
Oh.
Woohoo!
Well, their ticket sales are spiking as we speak.
Yeah, no, just Alex.
Oh yeah, you got the local tour manager.
Yeah.
I'm not good. I don't know how to speak the language, so that's why I had to dip out.
Yeah, Bingo can give you a tutorial. She does her Australian accent.
Yeah, I don't get that joke, but I still laugh. Hey, why don't we talk about the podcast you were doing? Was this a junket for the film, or is this the upcoming tour? Why did you go do a ton of LA podcasts?
Oh my God! Well, it's to push Australia dates, and you're always pushing something.
Yeah.
Sign my fucking mailing list so I could get off of goddamn social media. That would be so brilliant. I was thinking now, why is fucking Rogan even on Twitter anymore because he doesn't have to sell his fucking show.
Yeah, he can kind of just, I mean, I don't know. I'm not speaking for him. It seems like that could just coast at the level that he's at, and it has enough momentum. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know shit about all this stuff.
I guess everyone's on fucking social media. I just remember when Louis C.K. said, "You know what? I'm done with it. I don't. Yeah, just get on my mailing list." And it was the only time I was ever envious of a comedian. Like, oh God, you don't have to fucking tweet.
I mean, there's the aspect of being able to stay at least in the front of some people's minds, but you have a pretty, like, we've always talked about how like the same people that follow you no matter what. It's like the old joke you do about or the comment you make about the kid riding 200 miles on a goat to go see you. He's not going to stop just because you're not on social media being a fan of yours, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know how many new people we're getting all the time.
But I mean, it's not like I want to get rid of social media. I just don't want to feel like, I'm like perfect. Last night, I haven't read any of it, but when I asked people, hey, what's up with Fort McMurray, Canada? I'm thinking about flying up there for 3 days in March just for no reason because it's only $184 round trip, nonstop round trip.
What?
Yeah, nonstop. We never get nonstops.
You
4
don't
hours.
have to get off at some point and get on a dog sled?
Nope.
Wow, that's new.
It is. I was hoping there was an airport hotel, so you didn't even really have to leave but no, the closest hotels are 5-6 miles away.
68,000. That's a pretty good population. I grew up in Fullerton, California, in Orange County. When I was a kid, it was 70,000. You know, I mean, that's a good sized town.
Yeah, but well, I guess they know how to do it. I was gonna say that time of year, you can still probably have fucking 8 feet of snow coming at a moment's notice, but I'm sure they're built to deal with it. I wouldn't want to get stuck in Fort McMurray. That joke would get sad and old soon.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
So tell me about the podcast. You did Annie Wood. You did Bill Burr's podcast. You did.
Yeah, I did Annie Wood. I came in fucking hot because I did hers Monday night when I came off the plane from Tucson and I packed I was packing so I could put, I usually check a bag, but I was going to carry it on so I didn't have to fuck around at baggage claim at LAX. And then at the last minute, I was lazy and didn't want to hump it through security. So I checked it, put all my heavy stuff from my backpack in it. And they fucking lost it. They sent it to Salt Lake City, fucking Delta. It wasn't lost. She goes, oh yeah, it went through Salt Lake City. I had a nonstop from Tucson. Why would you send it? And she's like, I don't know, babe. Maybe the plane might have been overweight. So sometimes they do that. I go, sometimes they do. They just purposely send your fucking bag to where you're not going because your plane is overweight. How about
we had a load of strawberries that needed to get to LA. So we had to reroute your luggage.
God, if it just, that's one of those times where if you just knew the person responsible that you could punch in the face, it would alleviate that rage.
Yeah.
Someone made this decision that could have said, hey, are you cool with letting your bag? No, we're just going to fuck you on purpose, knowingly, and leave you high and dry with no, I got my bag back the next day, but still, I had all my shit in there. I had all my vodka in there. I had everything in there. I had my straws in there. I didn't even have a straw. I had my cup in there. Fucking Annie Letterman doesn't have shit at her studio. Do you have
like booze?
Ice, cups, nothing.
Wow.
It's brand new set. Yeah, it's a brand new set.
Well, she doesn't drink. I saw the set. The set looks great.
Yeah, and they're already thinking of moving. I don't know.
But she doesn't drink, so that's probably why that's not available. I don't know.
Yeah, Fortunately, Hennigan had vodka.
So it was really interesting because your Instagram came up with a small clip, a reel or whatever they call it, a story. And it said at Jeff Tate and flashed a picture of Jeff Tate because you made a mention of Jeff Tate. And all I saw was that. So I immediately texted Jeff Tate going, were you on the podcast? Because it was just a 30-second clip. And he's all, no, man, I just got back from New Zealand and Australia. And he was opening for Segura. And I had no idea what was going on, why he was on there. But you made the mention that your balls were as hairy as Jeff Tate's beard.
Yes.
Which is kind of random because I don't know if I didn't know why you would just say Jeff Tate. That's why I figured he was there.
First thing that came into my head.
Yeah, no, perfect. Great example.
I did not write the joke.
Yeah. No, I wonder if you referenced it because you were talking about something earlier. But yeah, I want to watch that episode. It's Annie Wood, and it'll be out. I don't know when. I don't know what their turnaround is. Turns out I'm an anomaly. I release things the day after we record them, and a lot of people don't do that. It turns out.
Yeah, I've been listening to a lot of podcasts.
Yeah.
Just the ones I'm doing. Bill Burr, Kreischer. Like I don't know how many podcasts anyone has, because remember during COVID, like people would have 4 or 5 fucking podcasts. Bert's cooking on something.
Something's burning. 2 bears, 1 cave.
Yeah, but
Bertcast.
I did Bert and Bill. They were doing for a while, but that was just to kill time during COVID. So
I think Leanne has a podcast now too. I heard him talking about it.
Yeah, wife of the party. Once you have a good title.
Yeah, you might as well do at least 10 podcasts.
Yeah.
Bert's up in the 500s. I think the latest one is 555. I don't know when yours is going to come out, but yeah, he's up there.
I don't know. He's doing so much. But yeah, I gotta start listening to more podcasts. It makes me feel like I'm the part of the comedy community when I know what people are up to.
Yeah.
Get my head around some of these names, and it gives me more ideas for shit we can do when we do a Doug Stanhope podcast restructure, and maybe now I see what people's studios look like. I have some more ideas for the Funhouse, what we could do with that when I see what other people have done with their spaces. And
are we using the Funhouse as a studio again?
Well, I think so.
Obviously we haven't talked about this. I don't know what's going on in your head.
Yeah, I mean, where else are we going to podcast?
Well, I don't know.
But I'm saying, now that I see the options, like Annie Wood is not very big for the studio.
Most studios aren't.
And that's bright as fuck. We're definitely going to bring bar lighting too. If I'm going to be on camera, I want to be lit like Brando in Apocalypse Now. Like you can only see half my face. You can't see my fucking neck or my mouth or my face.
What do you want to do? Put a big emoji, or you want to wear masks on the podcast?
Yeah, that movie Frank, I think it's called. It's a punk band, and the lead singer's got a giant fucking fake.
Oh yeah.
I don't think anyone's ever made it through that whole movie, but it seems to pop up a lot on Showtime at odd hours, and you're like, what the fuck is this? And I don't think anyone's ever watched it all the way through. Are you pulling it up?
No, I know what it is. I'm writing it down so in case I'm going to reference it later, because I remember the face, and I did not watch it all the way through. I mean, I'm into masks and costuming and stuff, but I can't even remember what it was about. It's probably my pre-CPAP days where I was falling asleep every 10 seconds.
Yeah, it was one of those movies that might not have been about anything except
trying to be Eraserhead or something.
Yeah, it's just a weird movie.
So the Annie Wood podcast, which is a new podcast for her, any takeaways from it other than copping some of the studio ideas?
Well, I watched the one she had done before me was Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew Pinsky.
Fucking Dr. Drew moved to Austin, like at least part-time. He's on it got really confusing. They tried to explain it to me, but he's on your mother's house podcast.
Oh, with Tom Segura and Miss P, Christina P.
Yeah, but like he's on it.
Like he's like a medical like a consultant or something. Or
I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure all this shit
there's a
out.
third chair on that podcast where Dr. Drew is every week.
No, Dr. Drew is like, I don't know how it works.
Maybe he's under their network.
Explain it to me, and then I said what I thought they were saying to me, and they're like, "Never mind, you don't get it." So I'll do my own research after I do. I'm just gonna do Adam Carolla in an hour or so, and then I'm going right back to LAX. I'm getting there very early to go to the Sky Club to make sure my buddy Jeff works the bar there, and I want to make sure I'm not going to have any problems going in because
For your Super Bowl thing.
Yeah, for my Super Bowl thing on Sunday. So yeah, I'll be back tonight. I'll be down there Friday to collect up the last of my mail, pay any bills before I head out to Australia where I'm going to be unreachable. I'll deal with this fucking insurance company, State Farm. I did drop a State Farm name in this whole I haven't lived in my fucking house that's not being fixed, but I haven't gone full fucking drop the fucking nuclear fuck you yet.
Well, I think that's kind of that was kind of my decision to go back because I know you're not going to be in Bisbee for any long length of time. So I being there, I can go to the State Farm representative in Bisbee every day and ask what's going on today, what's happening. Because I mean, they can say, well, there's no one here to do that or there's whatever. I mean, I don't know. I got to find out. I mean, I know someone's going to pawn it off on someone else.
Stuff is fucking Adam Carolla because he comes from a construction background. And so when I explain the fucking problems, I'm sure he's had to deal with insurance if he's been in construction. So I'll get
so really quick, a little role playing. So like, what's going on over there at your house? What are you going to tell him?
What? But we have a metal roof that's burned from the ceiling up, and it burned the supports for the roof. So they have to take the metal roof off, which means they have to get in touch with the solar people to take the solar off first before they can take the roof off, so they can build better supports to put the same roof back on if they can use the same roof, and then put the solar back on.
Instead of support, say framing. They got to frame the structure. But honestly, Doug, the solar people I'm in contact with, they're ready to go. We can't do anything until we find out what the construction crew is going to do about taking off and then reframing the house. We don't have a date for any of this stuff yet. And I've been very clear that the minute they have a date, tell me.
Okay, well, here's the thing that was all fucked up yesterday that I couldn't deal with at the moment was this guy said, because before I was signing checks that the insurance company had sent them, this guy from the DRI, the construction people said, the insurance sent you the check. So we're going to need the money from you so we can get to work.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that I have any money anywhere. So, but I have to check my mail, which is in my mailbox, which is not in the same state as me. So I'll tell you if I get a check. But in the meantime, I'm going to call my guy, my insurance guy, and go, hey, should I be giving them fucking money? Do I have to give them money before they've done a job? That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, there's a breakdown in communication for sure. So it will be very interesting to hear what Adam Carolla says, because with removing the ceiling and then them doing the extra room, remember they were told not to do the office and the brand new 2-year-old, 3-year-old office. They took the ceiling out in there as well. I mean, get whatever you can out of him. He used to have a TV show about scamming contractors and stuff like that.
Yeah. All right.
Great.
Well, thank you everybody for listening, and I will maybe we'll knock one out from fucking Australia. Zoom is free.
Yeah.
It brings the world together.
Well, maybe we could do another one before you leave for Australia, and then one because we've got to get some just in case the Australia thing doesn't work out. Their internet sucks over there.
Oh yeah. I've heard that that Rupert Murdoch keeps the internet bad because he doesn't want the competition against his newspapers and
Sure.
TV stations. All right.
Hey, what? Get on the mailing list. Everything's there. The merch store is still open. We're still doing a fire sale, even though Tracy's here in Austin. I'll be taking that over. Go ahead and get on that mailing list for any extra added dates that are going to be squeezed in last minute. And Patreon. Get on Patreon because I'll post some pictures from yesterday, dug out at the podcasting and stuff. So yeah, get in there.
All right. Okay, take us out live, Big O.
Okay, bye-bye now.